Anyway, let's find a way out.
Hey guys, so okay, welcome back to 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. Let's carry on where we left off. We're pursuing the different endings in the game now that we've finished our first canonical playthrough. We're going through the bad endings first, it's decided, so let's carry on. We're stuck in the kitchen.
If we don't get moving, we're gonna be permanent residents.
Or more specifically, the freezer.
Two heads are better than none.
But there's 3 of us in here.
I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
We can't figure things out if we can't even count the number of people in the freezer, June.
Let's just take a good look around this room, okay?
Right.
Okay, what do we got? We got this thing. The actual freezer itself. Dry ice. Dry ice? Can't you make this stuff cause an explosion? If you seal it in something that's airtight, explode? Yeah, didn't you do that in school? You should never underestimate the power of expanding gas. Okay, cool, sounds good.
Dry ice is just frozen carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it is.
I know of dry ice, but I don't know of its properties.
I wonder how warm it has to get for it to turn back into gas again.
Hell if I know. How is that gonna help us anyway?
Oh, well, I figured we might be able to use it to get out of here.
Carbon
freezing in here.
dioxide sublimation point is negative 109 degrees.
I still don't know how you all know all this stuff.
Any warmer than that, and it'll turn into gas. Any lower, and it becomes a solid.
I've said it before, this is like the ultimate pub quiz team.
Oh, how do you know that?
Despite my looks, I'm the the queen of random knowledge.
Yeah.
Looks bad to mess up when you're showing off.
That's me most mornings.
Oh, you're so cold your
In the
mouth's
winter.
going numb?
Yeah, let's fight.
Oh god, she's...
You're just doing that on purpose, aren't you?
Yes.
Come on, guys. Don't you think that's kind of weird?
It very much is, Santa, don't you
Why
worry.
it doesn't turn into a liquid first.
Oh, okay, we're talking about the ice? Does seem rather odd.
It is kind of weird.
But it can turn into a liquid. Carbon dioxide turns to liquid if you put it under high enough pressure. But at 1 atmosphere, normal air pressure.
It won't turn into a liquid, right?
That's right. Instead of melting, it'll do what's called sublimating and change immediately from a solid state to a gaseous one.
Right.
See, that is weird. Water's a liquid between 32 degrees and 212 degrees. So why isn't that the case for carbon dioxide?
There's a kind of ice that doesn't turn into liquid when it goes above 32 degrees.
Is this referring to what she was talking about before? About that mummy?
Huh?
I heard about it. Its melting point is 96 degrees.
Ice with a melting point of 96 degrees?
Man, I deal with Celsius, I'm afraid.
You mean there's water that freezes at 96 degrees?
Yeah, well, you could also look at it as ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees.
So what's this ice with a melting point of 96 degrees called?
I heard it's called Ice 9.
Ice 9.
Ice 9?
That's cool.
Originally, Ice 9 was a made-up substance invented by a science fiction author.
That is correct, it is.
But recently, scientists have discovered that such a substance actually exists.
It's also cool because Ice 9 is actually the name of a computer virus that is used in Person of Interest, one of my favorite TV shows ever, and that's why I know about Ice 9.
Wait, hold up.
Oh, man. It's
So
like
is
the
this
ultimate
thing called
crossover.
Ice 9, or is it water?
Like I said, if the ice is over 96 degrees, it'll be liquid. If it's under that, it'll solidify. So you could think of it as a polymorph of H2O.
If you guys have ever watched Person of Interest, please, tell me.
Here, think of
I
it
love talking about
like
it.
diamonds
Such a-
and graphite.
Anyway, back to this story.
They're both made of carbon, right?
Yeah.
But depending on the structure of the crystallization, the hardness and structure are completely different.
We couldn't be talking about this outside of the freezer.
So you're saying normal water and this Ice 9 are like that?
Yup. Have you heard the story about the crystallization of glycerin?
Yeah, totally. My mom used to read it to me every night before bed. It put me to sleep instantly.
For 150 years after the discovery of glycerin, people cooled it, warmed it. They did all sorts of things to it. But whatever they did, it never crystallized.
Even worse because I'm not a science guy, I'm unfortunately a maths guy.
However, one day in 1920,
And a
some glycerin on its way to
word
England
guy.
by ship was discovered to have crystallized during the trip. Scientists around the world wanted to research this new crystallized form of glycerin and asked for seeds.
So this is 1920.
Oh, a seed is a sample of the original crystallized substance. With a seed crystal, further crystallization of glycerin would be easy. However, something very strange happened. Not only did the glycerin encouraged by seed crystals begin to crystallize, even the samples nearby did, even though they were tightly sealed.
Okay.
And it didn't end there. After that day, it doesn't matter where in the world it is. All glycerin crystallizes naturally when cooled to less than 64 degrees. Before that day, no matter how glycerin was cooled, it refused to crystallize. But once the crystallization had begun, it was almost like... how do I put it? It was almost like all the glycerin in the world was communicating.
Oh.
Communicating in some way that we can't sense. And now it's happening everywhere.
I'm actually kind of impressed, even though I should be annoyed that we're stuck in this freezer. I'm very impressed.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. But,
Considering you're carrying this knowledge in your head.
what does that have to do with Ice 9?
What she's saying is that it's a lot like Ice 9. What happened, I mean.
A lot like? Oh, that would be bad. If water everywhere started freezing at 96 degrees, man.
It'd be the end of the world. At any rate, we're not gonna have to worry about the end of the world unless we can get out of here pretty damn quick.
Everything would just start flooding.
Alright guys, I think that's enough of that. I didn't think we'd get quite this far off topic.
Neither.
I mean, I know I'm kinda at fault here, but we can't be screwing around anymore.
Alright,
So seriously,
let's focus.
I might go by the name Santa right now, but I didn't grow up in Iceland.
Oh man, but that's how I ended the last episode.
I
telling-
freaking hate the cold.
Telling everyone how you like the cold.
So let's get cracking, alright? We gotta find a way out of here.
Kraken. Crack the
Selfish,
ice.
isn't he? Ice 9 is interesting and all, but we can discuss it more once we get out of this freezer.
I'd hardly call it selfish, Junpei. We just need to get out of here. It's cold. And there's some frozen meat up there. Looks like pork. Huh? What's this? It looks like a tag or something. Chunk of pork with a tag on it. Jumpy, is there a slip of paper in that meat? I think there's something written on here, but I can't read it like this. If we try and pull it out, it'll probably rip. You need to defrost that. I don't think we're going to be doing that in this room. Okay, so we're going to need this, though, for afterwards. Anything else in here? Just the pipe and that freezer, right? There's water dripping from this pipe. Looks like when the pipe burst, the water hit the doorknob and froze it in place. This water actually seems almost warm. Ah. Anything else? Oops, dry ice. This thing is covering something. It's frozen solid. I can't flip it over. It's a thin pipe. Hey, Junpei. Didn't you find some dry ice earlier? Yeah? There's warm water coming out of that pipe. Warm water and dry ice. What do you think would happen if we put that stuff in a sealed container together? Okay, I need to find a container then, right? Well, there's a hatch on the ground as well. Ooh, what the heck is this? There we go, a water bottle. There's so much stuff in here. Why don't we take some of it out, Jumpy? Okay, I've already taken some stuff out. Oh, sturdy rope? Never mind, I hadn't taken everything out. There isn't anything else here that looks useful. Okay, back to our items. Can I come... oh. Item. Combine. Not working. Okay, back. Let's go back to here. Let's get the water bottle. There's warm water flowing from the pipe. Let's start off by putting the dry ice into the water bottle. But the dry ice is too big. Well, you gotta figure out a way to make it smaller then, don't you, genius? Okay, sorry. Make the dry ice smaller. Dry ice. We might be able to cause an explosion if we put it in something airtight and make it melt. Okay. Got the rope. It's a rope. Well, we could use it to attach something else, I suppose. Okay, we've got this, which I've already searched. A water bottle. Yes, it is. Okay. You guys, take a look at this. Ta-da! The knife! You psychopath. Well, I guess the cold finally got to him. Jumpy, you're scaring me. Sorry. Okay, I'm not forcing around. Nope, that's not working. There's one water flowing from the pipe. Need to find a way to spread this ice out. Doesn't look like there's anything else interesting. There's nothing else there, down here. Hang on, sorry. I must be missing something. Ah, like that arrow. Need to crush the dry ice if I want to get it in the bottle. How am I gonna crush it though? What, like slam the pork on it? Nope. No, of course not. Crush the dry ice. The shelves are covered with frozen food, nothing special about that. Is there something else in here? Ah, frozen chicken. It's really hard. It's frozen stiff. You're talking about the chicken, right? Hey, June, can you say that again? Huh? Say it again. It's really hard. Again. It's really hard? Thanks. Something wrong, Junpei? Your face is bright red. Nothing. I'm fine. If it's that hard, you can probably use it as a hammer. Yeah, good point. Maybe we can use it to break something. There we go. Chicken and ice. Alright, the dry ice is all in pieces now. Good. Crumbled. Put it in the water bottle now. I'm gonna put these pieces of dry ice into the water bottle. Water bottle with dry ice in it. Back. Turn around. That's surrounding the doorknob. There's one water flowing from a pipe. No luck, it's too hard, I can't break it. There's too much mist to see what's going on over at the other end. Not yet, Junpei. We're not gonna get the result we want unless you can hook that bottle to the doorknob somehow. It's gotta explode right next to the ice on the doorknob. We need to figure out a way to attach the bottle to the doorknob. Okay, well, that's where the rope comes in handy. And let's just tie a rope on here. Water bottle bomb. There's one more from the pipe. Nope. Gotta keep pressing the door.
Put water into the bottle with dry ice, and make sure the lid's closed. Now I just have to put this makeshift bomb on the doorknob.
There it goes.
Alright, that's set. So, what do we do now?
Connect that to the water bottle. Pump it. Close it. Back away.
We just need to give it a little, tap. The bottle's already about to pop. If we just throw a rock or something at it, it'll go off all on its own.
A small rock. Huh. A small rock. Alright, this ought to do the trick.
Okay.
Ah, some dry ice, huh? Not a bad idea.
Thanks.
Alright, guys, stand back. Actually, we should probably hide somewhere.
Yeah.
Where exactly do you expect us to hide, genius?
There's a hatch on the ground. Genius.
There isn't really anywhere big enough.
I suppose
Yeah,
you
there
can-
is. Look, right here. We can hide in there.
Oh,
Come
see?
on, get inside, quick.
Am I smart or am I smart? Not really. I'm not very smart.
Alright, here I go. 3, 4, 5.
You're counting the wrong way.
What the heck?
Oh, oops.
Oh god,
That is a really sad excuse for a joke, man.
these guys are too much.
Sorry, dude. Alright, for real this time. You guys ready?
Yes, whenever you're ready.
I'm gonna try that sometime in real life.
Just throw the damn thing.
Alright, here I go. 3, 2, 1.
The bottle is no more.
Jumpy!
The ice is gone.
The ice on the door, is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
The blast must have shattered it.
So Zero must have planned for this to happen.
Yes. Alright, let's see if it opens.
And that was one of our puzzles to solve. Really?
Hooray! We're out!
Move!
Gee.
Oh, god damn it! Hot, 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 hot. Fuck!
Well, you did just grab the grill. What did you think would happen?
Oh god.
Hey, where's
These
Lotus?
guys are very book smart, but sometimes I have to question their street smarts.
Welcome back. I was starting to get tired of waiting for you guys.
Oh, that's the Lotus that we know and maybe not really love.
What were you doing?
What do you mean, what was I doing? I was waiting.
We were gonna die!
Oh, yeah? But you didn't. So everything worked out all right, didn't it?
Thanks.
What the hell?
Just kidding. It might not look like it, but I was really worried.
Yep, it's all over your face.
Oh, don't give me that crap!
I'm telling the truth. I mean, if you died, then I'd be in trouble too. If you died, then I'd be stuck here, and I'd die too. See? I did all I could. I even looked around to see if there was anything I could use to pry open the door, but I couldn't find anything. So, all I could do was wait.
I mean, fair enough. Like, what are we supposed to make her do? Like,
I mean, what else did you want me to do? Call the cops?
the only way out was on our side of the door.
Fine. But there's one thing I have to ask you.
What's that?
You didn't close the door, did you?
Wait, what? You think I closed the door on you? Why would I do something like that? It closed on its own. I told you before, if you die, then I die too.
Yeah, I guess so. If she really wanted to kill us, all she had to do was bar the door from the outside.
Exactly. Like, she'd just, like, throw the stove in front of it and then would never get out.
But she didn't. Well, she didn't do anything.
But, like, what was she supposed to do? It's just, you know, it's a tense situation.
She's only lazy, or negligent at least, not an attempted murderer. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Oh, yes, well that's all right. As long as you understand.
Hey, no more screwing around, you two. Break time's over.
Are you okay now?
Especially for you, lady. You've just been sitting on that fat ass of yours while we were freezing to death.
Jeez.
How rude! I was plenty busy.
Yeah. How about you put all that energy into something besides bitching? Let's go.
Goodness me, this group is a lot more energetic and fluffing around than the other group that we went, that we hung out with at the very beginning. Anyway, we need to defrost this. Is this thing? I bet you that's the note in that pork. Or whatever I got. Frying pan, 2 kinds of pots. Where's that grill that Santa was just using? Can't even find it. Is it this one? No, I can't even use it. Partition, there's nothing special about it. Hey, is that a boiler over there? Who knows? The pipe goes up into the ceiling. Maybe, just maybe, we could climb into that pipe and get out of there. Idiot. How the hell are you supposed to get into a pipe that size? Haven't you seen Willy Wonka? Well, at least he kind of got my joke. That makes me kind of happy. There's an iron plate over the door. There's no way it'll open. There's an iron plate over the exit. I don't think we can open it while it's like that. A voucher. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. Okay, I didn't notice that before. How did I miss that? Seriously, where is that grill? This is the pantry. I've been in here already. Oh, here it is. Found it. Jeez, it just looks so strange. Jumpy, you could probably heat stuff up on there now, you know? Huh? Yeah, I know. Back. There we go. Guess I'll put this meat on the grill. Hey, what are you doing? What are you going to do if the paper burns? That's true. Come on, it'll be fine. I mean, it's not like it's gonna burn right away, right? We just gotta keep an eye on it, and the paper will be fine. I'd rather just hold it over the grill rather than put it straight onto the grill, Junpei. Well, they can argue all they want. I'm gonna keep an eye on this pork. Cool, looks like it's about time. I'm gonna try taking the paper out. Jumpy, be careful. Sweet of her to care, but I know what I'm— Ow! See? I told you. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Hurry up and take the paper out. It's not coming out. This thing's frozen stiff. I can't get it out. So are we going to have to cut the meat? Yeah, looks that way. Thankfully, I've got just the solution. The knife. Alright, now that I've sharpened the knife... Yes, I cut the pork! Guys, I cut the pork! Awesome, Junpei. Now we can cut out the paper. Pork note. C plus 10 plus F. Cool, that looks like it's for that, whatever it is. This thing. C plus 10, but I can't see an F. Maybe the E. Maybe it's an E? I don't know. This is probably what you're supposed to use to enter the password. Maybe if we put in the right number, it'll open the oven door. Junpei, maybe the note you found earlier. Yeah, I know. Do you know how to enter those numbers? I think E is for enter and C is for clearing. So basically when I'm ready to submit my answer, I press E. So if I screw up, I just press C, right? Lotus noted. Alright, let's give it a shot. See... Wait, back? Shit, it didn't work. Do you think the note we found in the pork wasn't a hint? C plus 10 plus F. C plus 10 plus F. There aren't any letters on the input device. Maybe we can find a way to convert letters to numbers. Oh yeah, the voucher we found next to the plates had some letters on it, didn't it? Maybe they've got something to do with it. That voucher, next to the plates? Yes, I did see that. Lucky I found that just now. Here it is. Voucher, it says, appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. Okay. There's a notice board. There's notes here, but they don't look very important. Never mind. Appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. What does that mean? Hang on. C plus 10 plus F. Do you think it's some kind of code? Damn it! They're just screwing around. Junpei, do you know what C and F stands for? You think maybe it means corporate finance? I thought it was clever and funny. Nope. Didn't land with her. Voucher, it says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. Okay. So if I want to enter my answer, I press E, and if I screw up and need to start over, I should press C, right? Appetizer 9, seafood dish F. So I can only push... I can only put 3 numbers in. Nope. Okay, hang on. Back to the drawing board. C plus 10 plus F. Oh man, I need to activate my brain. My brain's like rusting or something. I'm losing my shit. Appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. There's nothing to do with C here. Appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. Oh, what am I missing? A voucher, it says appetizer 9, meat dish 10. So these are counting up, then it becomes soup A, seafood dish F. Does that mean just F, the fifth letter of the alphabet, maybe? Okay, let's try that, maybe. So finding the answer, yep. Nope, not working. C plus 10. Jumpy, did you look at the voucher Santa was talking about? He said there were some letters on it. Yeah, some. Unless there's another voucher somewhere else. Those 9 plates look pretty expensive. They're plates for appetizers. Of course they're 9 plates. Remember appetizers... Oh, there we go, of course. Remember appetizers usually come on square plates. Okay, well, excuse me, princess. 1, 2, 3, there's 10 of them. If you flip these over, they look like hats. The middle is super deep for a plate. They're soup plates. They're made that way so that the soup doesn't spill. If we ever get out of here, you should treat yourself to a nice dinner out. What makes you think a poor college student has the money to do something like that? So yeah, confirmed Junpei is a college student. I think there are 15 of these plates. I'm assuming they're for seafood. How the hell can you tell that? They look just like any other plate from the 99-cent store. If you ever take a lady out to dinner, you're going to embarrass yourself. I feel sorry for June. Why the hell are you bringing up June? The lady doth protest too much, methinks. You are not terribly subtle. There's a bunch of little wavy ridges on this plate. Those plates are for serving meat. You really are ignorant, aren't you? Come on, it's not like I need to know this crap. Jeez. Okay. There's a voucher at the end of the counter, so I just had to check all the plates. Duh. This voucher doesn't match the number of plates on the table. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F on the voucher. And the plates on the table are 9 appetizers, 16 meat, 10 soup, 15 seafood. Maybe they're using hexadecimal here. Yeah. And hexadecimal is... It's a number system that goes 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, 10, 11. You're familiar with base 10, right? That's the normal system of numbers. The base 10 equivalents for hexadecimal numbers would go like this. A equals 10, B equals 11, C equals 12, D equals 13, 14, 15. And 10 equals 16. The 10 becomes 16 in base 10. I know it sounds strange, but you can think of it as just 6 letters added onto the number normal system after 9. A equals 10, B equals 11, C equals 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and so on. So 12 plus 10, I think I get it. Hexadecimal. I wonder if it's some kind of hint. Yeah, maybe. Junpei, do you remember what I told you about hexadecimal code earlier? Yeah, of course I do. Alright then, here's a little quiz for you. What would 9 plus F be in base 10? Well, F equals 15, so it'd be 9 plus 15, which would be 24, right? That's right. Good job, you're a fast learner. So, there are 9 plates for appetizers, 9 is 9, even in hexadecimal and decimal. There are 15 of these seafood plates, it says F on the voucher. A equals 10, B equals 11, so is it saying 12 plus 16? Jeez, this is so confusing. That's how you count in hexadecimal. 12 plus 16 plus 15. Right? 12 plus 16, which is 28, plus 15 equals 43. Is the code just 43 then? This is probably what you're supposed to use to enter the password. Maybe if we put in the right number, it'll open the oven door. Junpei, maybe the note you found earlier. Yeah, I know. Do you know how to enter those numbers? Yes, I do. Load's nodded. Alright, let's give it a shot. There we go. Jeez. Whew. Sounds like metal's falling out. I've been neglecting my notebook because I didn't think I need it, but clearly I still do. Well, I guess that went well. Hooray. Hexadecimal. Yeah! The door opened. Good job, Jumpy. Lotus did a lot of the work here. Saturn keycard. Right. I remember Lotus found that one. Lucky she's here. Lucky she's a hacker. Anything else I need? We can leave now, right? Oh, we can use the keycard on this. Yes! I think it's unlocked now. You did it, Jumpy. Let's get out of here. Yes, let's go. Damn, that's a lot harder than the other room, right? Goodness me.
I think we've been here before.
Yep, but now we're on the other side.
The elevators are over there, so that means...
We went into the kitchen through that door and came out on this side.
That means the map was right.
Looks like.
Then let's use it to plan our next move.
And this is when we run into those other guys.
Next move?
Yeah, we need to decide where to go from here, don't we?
He's right. Let's get started.
From the looks of it, there are 4 possible routes.
We're gonna go this way and run into the others.
Let's just keep it simple and call them A, B, C, and D. First, A and B.
They both seem to connect to a room that looks L-shaped.
Yeah, there were 2 doors.
Oh, that's the
But they were
casino.
both locked.
Sorry,
We couldn't
yeah.
open them.
Now, route C. This goes all the way to the main staircase.
That means it's door 5, one of the numbered doors.
Then do you think we would meet up with the other 4 after this hallway?
No, I don't think we will.
Why not?
Look, there by the stairs. See how the gate is opened? When we went into the kitchen, it was closed,
Oh, they've already gone.
but it's open now. What do you think that means?
Jeez.
They opened it.
Most likely.
And if we take Route C, we're going backwards.
That would be pointless.
Then that means...
We go down the stairs.
Route D, then.
D it is.
Yup, Route D.
Then we're set.
Let's go.
Everything looks okay here.
Let's check the next deck just to be sure.
It's
Yeah,
flooded.
just like I thought. D-deck is totally underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
At least the water level hasn't really changed.
But then Deck E isn't flooded.
Small comfort.
May as well head back to C deck.
What else is here?
There are 2 elevators over there at the top of the stairs, just like the floor above.
Hold on. These are kind of different. See? There's a card reader on the side.
But we don't have
Another
that one.
strange mark.
Hey, look, it's Lotus's symbol.
You're making the joke now, Junpei?
Huh?
See? It's the woman symbol with horns on it.
You're only supposed to make that joke when Seven's around, not when Lotus is here.
That seems like... Oh, ouch, 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 ouch.
What was that about the mark again?
Nothing.
This is a Mercury symbol. The horns symbolize the wings on Hermes' staff.
Hermes, herpes, whatever. If we can't get this thing to work, these elevators aren't going anywhere.
Man, this group's a lot more fun than the other one. The other guy's too serious. Jeez, bloody hell. These guys are like having fun, you know, even though we're in a death situation, we shouldn't be having fun at all.
In other words, we need a key card with the Mercury symbol on it.
But it's cool. We get like a different experience with the different characters.
Probably.
Because
Well, I
we
guess
didn't
we can't get on then.
like learn a
Let's
lot
just
about
disregard
these
the
guys.
elevators for now.
How about this hallway on the left?
Whoa, there's so many doors.
Damn it. If we try and search all these, the sun's gonna go down before we've done half of them.
You mean up, right? This is happening overnight.
I think the sun already set.
Yeah.
I have a feeling this ship is the only thing that's going to be going down anytime soon.
That's even worse.
Well, we can come back to this hallway later.
But did this ship... Was this ship destined to sink or get flooded? It didn't seem like it when we ended the game, right?
Let's check the hallway on the other side, shall we?
Time to head back to the stairs.
And now the right hallway.
There are doors here too. Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Let's open them.
All right, let's start with this one. Huh, it isn't locked. I'm going to open it.
This is the hospital, right? I can't quite remember the geography. Yeah,
What?
can't quite remember the layout exactly. Because we're not really
What the hell
moving.
is this?
We're just following the game, moving us.
This place is
Not like in Danganronpa where we
huge.
actually control our character. So it's harder to
Oh,
picture
there are
where
beds
it is.
everywhere.
Is this a hospital?
It definitely has the smell.
Could be. I see medicine cabinets and surgical tools.
Hey, look there. The 4 doors at the end. The left door says 3.
I think this time we're going to go through door 3.
The second door is blank, but the third has a 7. And the rightmost door is 8. There's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
Why is the second door blank? That seems kind of strange, don't you think?
No point worrying about it right now. Let's see if these will open first.
But they were missing their mechanism, right?
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, it's blank.
Oh, it's no use.
Well, of course. If it was that easy to open these doors, what would be the point of the Nonary game?
I mean, like, we've already established that these numbered doors don't open unless you check in.
We have to activate the red, or the numbered doors won't... Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
Look, the display on the red.
It's not working.
There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Don't you remember? The red at the central staircase?
And this is where things started to get sideways because Guy X got killed.
If no one was inside, it said vacant.
And someone fixed these.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But this one,
But we don't know who fixed them. We know
There's nothing on it.
Ace killed Guy X.
right?
I wonder if it's broken.
Only one way to find out.
Nothing.
It's not responding.
How about the red on door 7? And door 3?
None of them are working.
What does it mean?
I knew it. They're broken. Zero sure sucks at maintenance.
No, that's impossible. You really think Zero, who prepared all of this, would make such a stupid, simple mistake?
Yeah.
Maybe, but that doesn't explain why this thing ain't working.
I believe the bottom of the device has been removed.
Okay, here we go. The rendezvous.
Snake! Ace! Clover! 7!
How?
How did you end up here?
That's my line?
Perhaps we should exchange information.
Even though we've done this before, I'm just going to
There you
replay
have
it
it.
anyway,
Our half of the story.
just in case anything's different, because we know different things now.
Okay, let me see if I got all this straight. When you guys got here, the bases for the Reds were already gone.
And you looked all over this room, but you couldn't find anything.
So you figured that there might be something in the hallway with all the doors.
So you went and had a look?
So they've already been looking for it. Last time, we all looked together, right?
Yeah.
I think we all came to this hospital at the same time.
And while you were looking around, you heard voices.
Uh-huh. So you followed the voices and came back here.
Indeed. And that was how we found you.
Why don't we check those 3 Reds again, just in case?
You're right.
Okay.
Huh. There's a long, thin gap on the bottom.
Yep.
I think it's a slot for something. Probably electronic.
Well, this isn't good. If the red is inactive, we can't keep going.
Well, what about that hallway over there? Isn't there anywhere else we can go?
No, there isn't. There are plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else.
I can't trust anything he says now.
Hospital rooms. That's what's behind all those doors?
Yes. There are a number of individual rooms in addition to this large one.
There was a door at the end of the hallway, but it was locked.
There was an astrological symbol engraved near the keyhole, however.
Lotus is symbol,
I was
right?
able to get a good feel of it. I
never mind. That's
believe
the other
it was
door.
the symbol of Jupiter.
The symbol with Lotus's symbol on it, the button with Lotus's symbol on it was the elevator.
Not again. Those goddamn things are everywhere.
I wonder what they all mean.
While we're asking what things mean, what's the deal with this room? I mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this.
No, it was repurposed.
Well, I figure it's probably a hospital ship.
Yeah.
Chances are it's the Gigantic.
So this is all familiar now.
The gigantic?
What is this gigantic?
The Gigantic.
Is me. Sorry. No, it's the ship.
She was a sister ship to the Titanic, built in the early 20th century. Actually, the Titanic had 2 sister ships, and they looked exactly the same.
This is a good refresher anyway.
The Gigantic was said to be one of them. They intended to make her a passenger liner like the Titanic, but World War I began soon after the ship launched. The British Navy took her over and made her a hospital ship. At some point during the war, the Gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegean Sea. She ran aground afterwards, so she didn't end up sunk. What happened to her after that? One theory going around is that a man named Lord Gourdane bought her. Seemed like he'd been one of the few to survive the Titanic sinking. That trauma turned him into some kind of obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic.
Now I'm trying to ponder what Zero's scheme is.
Soon enough, the guy wanted the Titanic itself. Which was impossible, of course. It's stuck at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. But the Gigantic wasn't. And seeing as she was identical...
Like, we're starting to get more and more proof that things are connected.
So you're saying
All
this
throughout
Lord
the world.
Gourdane bought this ship?
Yeah, at least I think I am.
That's impossible. No way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old.
Pipe down, just pay attention. What, that's it? Well, have you got any proof?
Proof?
Proof that this ship is really the Gigantic.
Well, this ship's got stuff that's like the Titanic and a hospital ship.
Combined.
So, I just figured...
Oh, for goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason.
No, I've got more.
Like?
Well, I mean... I don't know.
I guess your memory isn't back yet, is it?
Yeah, sorry about that.
And what's the significance of his memory being missing?
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Memory isn't back?
Ah, that's the first time we learn about his amnesia.
Yeah.
Your point being?
Wait, was I the only one that didn't know? Why?
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh?
And we won't know about Snake's prosthetic arm.
I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up.
What?
Running out of time again.
Bell.
It sounds like the clock in the main stairway. 10, 11, 12. Huh, 12.
Midnight.
It's midnight.
Then we've still got 6 hours left, right?
We don't have any time to screw around. Let's get going. We gotta find the missing parts for the Reds.
What do you mean, find? How on earth do you propose we do that?
We've looked everywhere in this room. That only leaves one place to look.
One?
Well, Not just one.
All those rooms here.
Wait. Don't tell me you mean we need to search all of the other rooms.
Don't freak out. We've already searched 4 of them.
4 rooms?
We just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each of us can do 6 rooms apiece, we'll have the other 48 rooms cleared in no time.
There are 48 other rooms?
Maybe?
7, why are you so not sure of yourself a lot?
Alright, so everyone knows which area they're searching?
Yeah.
Yes!
We'll all meet up when the clock goes off again. How about in that room with all the beds?
I mean, I guess it's a given that that Snake will always go missing.
Yeah. Sounds straightforward enough.
I'll shout if I find any of the components we need.
I hope we can find them within the time limit.
If we can't, then we'll just have to come up with another plan.
Like, what happened to him in that hour?
Right.
Then let's do this.
I wish I could tell Junpei, yo, just stick by Snake's side, you know?
It's a 1. I better get back to the others.
Back into the hospital room.
Huh?
Yep,
What are
he's
they
gone.
doing over there? What happened, guys?
Jumpy, look!
Vacant. Come on, guys. Who was it?
Who was it? Which one of you two you little buggers did it?
I thought we were supposed to yell if we found it.
Well,
What the hell? What is up with you guys?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know.
You don't know.
When I got back, it was already like this. There was no one else here. That means I was the first one back, but the missing parts were already back in the red.
What? Let me see. You're right. It's in there.
I want to hear what Ace has to say.
What about the other 2?
They're the same.
Let me take a look. It's just as you
working.
said. Alright, I just want to be sure here. Nobody has any idea what the hell happened here, right?
Even though someone's lying.
Correct.
none.
But Clover's already upset.
Huh. Wait a minute. Where's Snake?
I like how we checked the beds.
Does that mean that he found them?
I've no idea. There's nothing to suggest it, but nothing to suggest he didn't either.
I don't suppose we'll know until we can ask him in person.
Well, whatever he did or didn't do, he's pretty damn late. What the hell is he up to?
Maybe he's lost.
Yeah, well, that seems likely. Dude can't see. I don't know how he gets around in the first place.
I wonder if Clover knows anything.
No! That's impossible!
See, she's like upset straight away.
Yeah, my brother's blind, but he's got really great hearing. He can get around as well as anyone who can see. So he couldn't get lost. That's impossible. I'm gonna go look for him.
She's like already like in tears.
Hey, hold on, Clover. Wait! Well, that didn't work. Damn it. What should we do now?
Well, the red is working now.
No! We're not leaving 2 people behind! We should go look for them!
She must know something.
Oh, man. This ain't good.
Because Snake just... Not only did he just disappear, right? The only way down to that room with the coffin in it is through the elevator, which is locked down. Guy X is already in room 3, already dead at this point, right? He's got Snake's clothes, so someone has to knock out Snake, take his clothes, take him through some locked rooms, so that means they've got like the master key, basically, and can get anywhere.
Oh, yes, what an excellent idea. We just wasted a bunch of time looking for some piece of electronic junk. Now let's waste some more by looking for a couple of idiots.
Ooh.
Then remain here if you feel you must, but there's no time. We've only 5 hours left.
Ace playing it
Let's
cool.
split up.
All right, I'll take this direction.
Then I shall look that way.
I'll be over here.
Looks like this is the split.
See you all later.
See ya.
Alright, we should go too.
Yes, let's go! But where should we start?
Well, we start the same sort of flow did last time, June, except you don't remember anything.